Good morning, everyone. We have come now to our time of prayer for this morning. But before we get into that, I wanted to take a moment to share a word about why I'm not joining you in person this morning. Earlier this week, I had an exposure to someone who later tested positive for COVID-19. According to the CDC guidelines, I could have been here today as long as I kept my mask on and pretty much kept my distance from everyone else that was present. But the truth is that if anyone else had called me this week in these same set of circumstances, I would have told them to stay home from worship this week. It's not worth the risk, I would have told them. And so today, out of an abundance of caution, I am following my own advice. I got tested earlier this morning, and I anticipate getting the results of those tests on Monday. I feel fine. I don't have any symptoms. But this week was a reminder to me of just how easily any of us can be exposed, even when we are only around others who are also vaccinated. It also reinforces for me the value of the precautions that we're taking here at St. Peter's in an effort to keep everyone safe, but especially those young people among us who have not yet had their chance to be vaccinated. So this morning we continue to lift up in prayer, as we always do, those who have been affected in any way, at any time, over this last year and a half from the COVID virus. But to that list, we also want to add these names. We remember in prayer this week Steve Gardner, Mike and Susie Hobbs, Carol Johnson, Louis Bushkill, Veronica Blanchard, Jennifer Meeks, Mildred Kuhlenschmidt, Pat McPhee, Judy Allen, Dee Angle, and Charlene Newmaster. As you continue to center yourself and prepare for prayer, join me in a moment of silence. God, we want to give thanks to you at all times and for all things. But we don't always feel thankful about everything that happens in our lives. We experience pain and frustration. We endure sickness and loss. Our jobs and our schoolwork wear us down. Lord, remind us how much we have to be thankful for. Our families, our friends, our church. Remind us how to be thankful of the many blessings that we enjoy: health, shelter, and nourishment. Remind us how to be thankful for the little things: the smell of freshly cut grass on a cool summer evening, the time spent with loved ones, our smiles and our laughter. We're especially thankful this morning for the chance to gather with each other to share this journey of faith. In this ever-changing world dominated by the COVID virus, we realize that we can no longer take these opportunities for granted. And we're grateful to gather together today in your presence. On this beautiful morning, we lift up to you our own prayers now, adding to those that have already been offered, as we share them in this moment of quiet meditation. For all of our prayers this day, we ask your blessing and your mercy. And we ask this and all things in the name of the one whose truth we seek to live out in our lives, Jesus the Christ, who has taught us to pray, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.